Gary.
Oh, that's sad, Lacoste. Come on.
I tried it out.
Chat wheel lines are very important, man. Very important. Oh, here we are. Super Lich, Setsu on the Lina. Going to be heading in towards mid to get that early Observer Ward down. Flywin and September. Your Mars and Phoenix heading up to top. Monet, the Phantom Lancer down bottom. While over on EHOME.
The only chat wheel I need is well played when one of my teammates die.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I'm a big fan of that. Ow! That's one of my favorites. One of my favorite chat wheels because you can use it any time. You know, enemy team feeds. Ow! Your team feeds. You drop it as well. Courier gets sniped out. Roshan dies. Anything. You know, it's multi-use. Let's get.
Yeah, my friend is level 25 sniper.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
That's disgusting.
He has one of the best voice lines when he hits 25. What a dum-dum.
What a dum-dum. Good stuff. Who do we have over on EHOME? Juggernaut's top, Sylar on the Jug. Orb of Venom as a starting item there. Pretty nice to see on the core hero. TA for nothing to say mid. And they're going to ramp up the aggression bottom. Jinkyu, Faith Bian on the Rubik Beastmaster. Y playing the Grimstroke down south. Just securing up double bounties for themselves. Oh god, look at the boar. What is that? That's a Dynaboar.
Dynaboar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen that one before.
Me neither.
It's probably from the new set, I think.
That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I might start playing Beastmaster now. go and get that set. Play Beastmaster to get the dinosaurs going. So bottom lane, Lich PL should be all right here up against Beastmaster Rubik. You've got Phantom Rush and Lance to deal with boars. You've, like you mentioned, Shield plus Frost Blast to get in on top of people as well. So I think RNG have a pretty good lane down there. Lina against TA, we'll see how it goes. Usually a skill matchup. And then top lane is where the real danger is going to be. Is Sylar already with the Inkswell, pressuring forward onto the Mars of Flywin. Not focusing the Courier, going just for the right clicks. But Phoenix, September's done a significant amount of damage back to the Juggernaut. And actually going to force Sylar back here. Still holding spin. He's just going to have to salve.
This lane is very deadly from EHOME, and I think they should win the bottom lane. Boars and Fatebolt should do a lot of harassment, and I can see Fate Beyond already controlling his boars correctly, staying away from that Lich's Frost Nova. And once they hit level 2, if Lich is out of position, he should die. Telekinesis into extra slow. Well, bottom lane.
Top lane, Sylar does get a kill. Phoenix, September looking for the trade back. Sylar dodges the Fiery Spirits, but the final right click's there, and then bottom looks like the trade back comes to nothing. Jinkyu still might get gone on here. Yeah, Frost Shield up after the blast, and Monet secures a kill, while Super just about gets away from Faith Bian. No more boars, but the right click. 68 base damage on this Beastmaster, whacking away into the Lich.
Supports need to be careful. They're not going to focus down. The core's Beastmaster extremely tanky, has 4 armor. Well, Phantom Lancer has 8 armor when he's sitting close to the tower. How's mid lane doing? 7-2 on Lina, 9-3 on TA. TA should have slight edge in this matchup, especially when she hits level 3, level 5, so she gets an extra instance for refraction.
And it always feels like the Lina has to spam salves and mangoes and more regen than the TA ever does, right? So Setsu's net worth, you see 1.1k, while TA, she spent a bit more money. Should be coming out to her. You're saying Juggernaut's still level 1, yeah. Well, he's cracked level 2 now, but even with all that aggression from EHOME, they weren't able to get a good foothold in this top lane. Oh, dearie me, that's my bad. We've T-Tours a little bit there. Rubik getting picked off.
We're going to hear this a lot today, I think.
No. The first blood wasn't my fault. There was action on 2 lanes. That one was my fault, absolutely. Setsu just burning through refraction mid. But yeah, this is where I think the Lich and the PL are going to become pretty strong. Like, Faith Bian has to play so... Like, yeah, the trouble is, RNG can play pretty calmly. They don't have to do anything fancy, but Faith Bian, he has to keep the boars alive just to stay in the lane. That's going to take some real micro skill. Spin up top from Sylar. Flywin doesn't seem too bothered about this. They're going to try and turn onto Y. Inkswell does connect, but now the dive in forward. Sylar in a lot of trouble. Fiery Spirits and the final right click, and down he goes.
What's the
Tragedy.
first thought when you see Sylar?
He's doing it.
Now, my first thought is, why are they not picking Lycan for him?
Oh. Yeah, Lycan or Lone... I mean, I take that back. I don't like... We talked about this yesterday. Lone Druid's in a pretty rough spot right now, meta-wise, I think. But, yeah, Lycan... Where is he? He's been buffed a fair amount. Helm of the Dominator's still pretty good. Where's the big bad wolf?
I don't have the answer, Gary. And it fit well with their lineup.
Yeah, the big push power. They're still trying to play aggressively into this Mars Phoenix. Silence, yeah, he's falling again. I mean, I just don't understand, to be honest with you. RNG are just able to say, cool, come at us, we'll kill you. You've clicked us a few times, done absolutely nothing. And now we take your life.
Level 2, 4 minutes in, almost 5 minutes in, and can't even TP back. Let me just check the network.
Absolutely tragic.
Juggernaut.
Well, Sylar not doing it. Sylar to fall for... Is that the second time? Third time. And RNG are the ones doing it now. Setsu 25 and 12, starting to get an upper hand here over the TA. Interestingly enough, 26 and 12 against the 22 and 3. So starting to swing into a bit of advantage CS-wise, but we can see the actual net worth very, very even. In fact, TA slightly ahead. Again, back to that point I made earlier with the regen that Lina needs to spam out to herself. Buying a bottle up as well.
So right now, their win condition is TA.
Oh, bottom, face
Bottom
be out.
lane,
Good
also
TP.
not going too well. He can TP out, no points in gaze at the moment. So he TP'd back to the tier 2 tower. Now he's at half HP. Bottom lane not going well. Mid lane, this is where they need to start helping out TA getting a kill on Lina so that she can snowball, because top lane is just a disaster. And you can see already September moving to the mid lane with Phoenix, trying to shut down this TA. They understand where the threat comes from.
And now TPing down bottom, in fact, for Jinkyu. Super Frost Shield barely keeping him alive. Might die to the neutrals. In come the Wild Wings. He will drop dead for 20 seconds, but that's fine. They get themselves a kill on Rubik. They keep Monet farming. And Phoenix can still walk back towards mid, although will be spotted by that one observer ward. Flywin left alone top. Big wave coming into his tower, though, so everything really clicking into place here for RNG.
Maybe RNG was just like, yeah, Sylar's not getting enough farm, not farming at all, actually. So let's give him some space. I'm going to TP out with this Phoenix to, you know, make things more interesting.
Yeah, Sylar net worth feels pretty bad. 1,800 in below that Phoenix. Let's switch back to CS, shall we? Just popped into net worth for a couple of minutes, see how it's all going. As Y and nothing to say, now sitting mid. It seems like Setsu has a pretty good idea of where they're heading. Back into that jungle where the TA loves to sit. No Blightstone on the TA. No bottle. Went for the wand. Heading into treads now. Oh, Dire Courier sniped out by September. In behind enemy lines. And they should be diving for Y here, it looks like. Super started off with the Frost Blast, Sinister Gaze, Chain Stun, Y, and Grimstroke dead.
Very nice rotation. They're going to put some pressure on the tower. The important thing is to not allow TA to put pressure and not allow her to snowball. Juggernaut is only level 4. Bottom lane is going well for them. Monet just hit level 6. Once Lich comes back to the bottom lane, they should be able to grab a kill. Okay, Beastmaster about to hit level 6, just needs one extra creep, so they might get a kill on Lich.
Yeah, they should try. Well, then it's going to be a race to try and get level 6 on Grimstroke, right? Try and get Y into a position where they can make those multi-raw plays. Blightstone now for nothing to say, so it does come out, accelerate that jungle farm a little more. But Setsu, have we started racing ahead? Yeah, 400 net worth ahead on the Lina. And this is the thing, that TA versus Lina matchup, it used to be, you know, what TA favored, like 70-30 or something like 60-40, something like that. Then it kind of a 50-50 matchup, but now it seems like the upper hand goes to the better player more times than not. September gets half of his HP removed, but Frost Shield going to keep him up and running, still holding the dive, waiting for telekinesis. 3v3 mid lane. Tri-lane versus tri-lane.
Now that's not social distancing.
not following health authorities' advice. Smoke up now from EHOME, as they will swing around that middle lane. It looks like they're still trying to make the play on Setsu, but this is a double damage Lina with Fairy Fire, double null. Landing the Light Strike Array is a good start, but the Ink Swell's there. Chain Stun's not going to come through, as PL has TP'd in to try and battle that Frost Shield, keeping Setsu alive, and the Templar Assassin caught by Super Sinister Gaze. And RNG, not only a tri-lane, but they bring the PL to make it 4 heroes and a tier 1 tower to boot, as 10 minutes closes in, and they should be able to gather up some bounty runes as well.
I'm not sure what the plan was. They have no burst damage whatsoever, and Phoenix got his Fire Spirits off cooldown, so once he uses that on TA, the fight is just over.
A real rough one. And losing that tier 1 mid, even before the second catapult wave, means that the second catapult wave can be really heavily focused into that top tier 1 by RNG, right? They can play up top pretty heavily if they want to. Or bottom, but bottom usually less advantageous for the Radiant to take the bottom tier 1. Not as important at tower. Hell, look at RNG's wards. Triple ward like around mid and towards the triangle. As Faith Bian's farming with his Necro 1 already done.
Yeah, we have 6 observer wards together in the river, pretty much.
Yeah. Everyone watching for runes. River rotations. So what's Sylar up to? It's been pretty quiet from him. He's got treads done. He's starting to kind of catch up farm a little bit, but the Mars is just having such a great time top after that start with Phase Boots, Soul Ring. He's going for a Ring of Health now, so I'm guessing a Hood. Almost completed, yeah. The Hood is well on its way.
They don't have that much magical damage. I would prefer to have something like a Crimson Guard against these 2 cores who rely just dealing straight up physical damage. Gary, you're fixing something, aren't you?
Yeah, I got my microphone cable caught on my foot. So, how did you know? I stopped talking for 3 seconds.
Silent for a couple of seconds that there's some kind of an issue.
Yeah, I got a cable wrapped around my foot when I got comfortable. I tried to get comfortable, okay? I'm getting comfy. Faith Bian, catapult wave. Let's go. No, let's run away.
On the top lane.
Supernova bottom. Faith Bian does roar back into the Lich, but the Chain Frost has already cleared him up. And Super's still alive. Rubik is stuck around just to get the kill, but gives his life in exchange. As top lane, there was a bit of pressure there. Grimstroke, Juggernaut both forced away from that top lane. As RNG 11-3 now, just looking stellar in this first game of the series.
I don't see them coming back into this game. It's one of those games where it feels completely over from the start because top lane was just a disaster. Same goes for bottom lane. Mid lane was okay-ish, but TA does not have a hero to play with. I see a Blink Dagger queued up. I think she needs to go straight into Deso. She needs damage to fight.
And speaking of item builds, what does the Juggernaut buy? Like, yes, he's had a rough laning stage. Now he's farming jungle. It's going to be a difficult catch-up game. Yeah.
He needs Maelstrom to catch up with the farming and have ways to deal with PL and his illusions. You can already see Setsu with that fresh
mid
module scepter.
Sinister Gaze, Laguna Blade, nothing to say. Refraction's on cooldown. So September gets the kill, but in comes Grimstroke with a double Laguna Blade. Jinkyu stole it, zaps them back, Super gone, and September follows. 2 supports traded back. Nice combos from EHOME, but it's still your TA dying, and her acceleration has been halted.
It's a good way to make like a comeback play. Stolen Laguna, and Y was just level 6. They have a very nice combo with either double Fade Bolt, double Roar, but they need to use it. Also, Beastmaster has that Necrobook level 1, which is going to give a little bit of extra damage. There is some uncontrollable damage, so that little fella that dies deals 600 magical damage.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. But he wasn't able, with a 10-minute catapult wave, to get this tier 1 bottom. RNG are still controlling the map very nicely. And it doesn't seem like they want to play top too much. They're coming down into the southern half of the map, looking for the tier 1 maybe. Jinkyu has been left alone to defend. Setsu yules up with that connection of the Light Striker array. Does stop Faith Bian in his tracks, but with Y and Faith Beyond here. They're trying to bring this Lina down. Has she got enough? No. The roar onto Phoenix now will open up a kill potentially onto Phoenix. September gets the Supernova off on the high ground, and Flywin with the arena catches out Faith Beyond. Sylar trying to focus the egg and gets the job done. Still has Omnislash at the ready. He's going to have to use it just to buy himself some time. He's holding on to it, and he'll die. Now the chase on towards Y as the Grimstroke backs up to tier 2. Jin Q should be able to help him out here with the telekinesis, and Spear not connecting on the tree, apparently.
I was like, wait,
What?
it should work. So yeah, they got the kill on Lina. How much gold did they get from it?
Where's my fight recap? I've missed it.
200. Phoenix egg level 1 is so bad if you don't have ways to protect it. Like Juggernaut just went in after the egg was placed for a couple of seconds. That quarter stuff, 10 attack speed, he's going for Mum.
Ooh,
And
so
power
yes.
treads.
Interesting.
I mean, that's gonna increase his farming as well, but it doesn't deal with the PL and the illusions.
And
Right
PL
now,
has Diffusal
Monet,
Blade.
Diffusal Blade, he does not care.
Jin Q with another nice steal, though, gets a Laguna Blade kill on the Lich, and then Doppelganger to keep himself alive. Setsu very heavily pressuring Sylar back in the jungle. And I'm wondering, like, the Mom, you've already got Inner Beast for attack speed, right? So I really was behind you with the Maelstrom pickup. You know, Inner Beast, you've got this kind of aura buff up, move around with the Beastmaster. But maybe Juggernaut's thinking he's going to be spending much more time away from the team instead of grouping up and fighting. Regardless, the TA blinks away with that refraction. Trying to make a swift escape, but Mars trying to cut off the route here for nothing to say. Can we blink away in 4 seconds? Oh, no TP scroll on TA. So maybe a rough one here, but RNG, they give up the game. They don't want to continue following this TA. Oh, they see her.
They know.
She blinks up to high ground, goes for the meld, a bit of refraction damage on September now. The dust and an urn. Refraction charges ticking down, trapped inside the Arena of Blood, and that TA stuck around far too long. But with no TP scroll there, I'm not sure what she was doing so deep by the tier 2 farming ancients.
If it was position 5, we would say space created. But right now we can't say that. Let's see. Pupil's Gift on Lina. Also, I saw Imp Claw. They're gonna give that to Phantom Lancer, I assume.
Y shredded. Juggernaut is nearby. Not sure exactly what he can do, and Omnislash, we still haven't seen it yet, I don't believe.
Nope.
Holding on to that point for game 2. Beastmaster gonna shove out top, has a catapult wave, try and get in onto a tier 1 maybe. But it's all desperate measures now from EHOME as they are scrambling to try and find anything on the map. Plus 30 damage on Beastmaster. Okie dokie. He packs a punch, doesn't he? 105 base damage and then plus 30. Pretty damn nice. Oh, hello. What's happened mid? Sylar does get the healing ward and the spin off. Very close to death and a great light strike array, allowing Monet to get in there with the help of Flywin to pick off the Juggernaut for what feels like the 10th time. 5 deaths on Sylar so far this game.
Yeah, Sylar's having an atrocious game. And I think this item build is not going to help at all. Massive
Setsu.
Madness.
Ooh, nice little doppelganger. Light strike array stolen. Jin Q does have a TP. He's trying. Do we get Setsu LSA? No, not quite. Very nicely played by the Rubik. All right, EHOME, it's time to try and get this Soulbind, Roar, Rubik, Stolen Spell, whatever it may be, going. They need team fights. They need pickoffs. They need to find something. I just don't think you can catch up in this game by split pushing. Mars is defending top lane all on his lonesome. The tower does drop, but even in a 1v3 here, Mars just holds his own. Has Halberd, has Hood, so physical and magic damage both mitigated or just removed completely.
They can't kill Mars. Especially when they put Frost Shield on him. Even has a Dragon Skeleton for some extra armor, and that having Halberd miss chance, plus the disarm against either TA or... I'm not even going to say Jug because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't do any damage to begin with, so you can't remove what isn't there. And
Exactly.
with a bulwark as well, 60% front reduction. Hello, I hear a roar. Yeah, it's on to September. Phoenix about to drop. Fade Bolt zapped down. Wise traded back, and Soulbind, I hear it, but it's only onto Monet. Doesn't actually tag a second target. So with Setsu's arrival from the ramp, Faith Bian will be dropping here. Burnt of all his mana, and zapped of all his life. Laguna Blade to secure it. And they see the TA. That shallow ward for the Radiant spots her farming jungle. But it looks like they're not going to go back to find her. They want to go high ground instead.
Mars can just tank the tower, not get any damage, and he has a dragon scale, so some overtime damage on the tower is not too bad. Dragon scale got buffed 2 patches ago.
And there goes a tier 3. 19 minutes. TA's trying to cut wave mid, but look at September. Getting ready for potentially a setup. On to nothing to say. Juggernaut still shoving out bottom. Here comes PL TPing to tier 1. Templar Assassin dips back into the jungle, but again, the perfect vision. They know exactly where she is. Kill off the traps. Try and chase her back. They are they're pinging back in the jungle camps. Natural movement for TAs to fall back through the jungle, try and farm. So look at where they're cutting. Super Flywin already leading the charge. They're just closing out this Templar Assassin, kind of herding her back against the wall. And she's just got a TP down bottom. Nowhere else to go.
I wouldn't be surprised if Lich just straight up buys gem and they group up, clear the traps, clear the wards, get the Roche, and just finish the game from there.
Close this one out. Pipe done on Beastmaster. What, anything sweet looking over on the Dire team? Aetherlens Rubik. TA, is that Deso done now? Okay, we've got Deso Blink. And Juggernaut has... Wait, is he going Mom Battle Fury? Where's Jug's Courier, hey? Yeah, okay. Sylar is going Mask of Madness Battle Fury.
Sylar preparing for ultra late game. Ultra late game!
70 minutes! Sylar, ultra late game! Jeez. Battle Fury after... I mean, sure, okay. If... you know, that's the kind of thing that I kind of like. He's looking for the win condition in this game. He knows that they don't stand a chance now or in 10 minutes or even in 15, but maybe in 20 or 30 minutes. They can get themselves into a position where they're maybe even. Lift up from Shin-Q. Stops the PL. Chasing the Juggernaut. Nothing to say he's been scouted, though. They don't have a reveal right now. There's the sentry, though. Templar Assassin. Yet again, not entirely sure what they were planning to do there. The rest of the team had already bailed.
Nothing to say did not accomplish anything this game. He's 0-4-1. He could have been more active on the side lanes.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be rough for the TA, right? Against PL Phoenix. It was a risky last pick, for sure. An odd one, if not. And Setsu, such a powerful player. Honestly, now with Yule's Aetherlens Blink has massively long range with the cast
They
range
even
talent.
killed his courier.
Oh bollocks, did they? Sylar.
Nothing's going right for Sylar this game.
I'm just gonna look at the TA's nickname right now because that's how I feel.
What if he changes his nickname to Nothing to Do?
I knew it. It feels that way, doesn't it? It's a real rough one draft-wise for EHOME. They have to execute. It feels like they have to, even if they execute perfectly, it's still a real tall order for them to win a team fight or get pickoffs. RNG have been playing, spreading so beautifully around the map, and Lina able to use the the Boots of Travel TP scroll to come out to the creeps. I'm kind of glad they changed that. I thought the TP scroll and then Boots of Travel double TP was a little bit broken.
Yeah, we're not gonna see that many Boots of Travel purchases, I'd say. Like most of the time you were buying it so you can be at 2 parts of the map at the same time. Hype it up, Gary, one last time.
He's diving in tower. Laguna Blade doesn't finish off, nothing to say. They've got a Soulbind in the back. Lich caught up in it with a double roar. They do trap Flywin, but That poor wide Grimstroke down. Faith Beyond left to his own devices. The buyback, I don't believe it will accomplish too much because they're in a 4 versus 5. The Lich will drop. At long last, they get a kill, but Monet charges forward. A double for the PL, a triple for Monet, and GG's called. That's game 1. An easy victory here for RNG as an Ultra for Monet will close it out.
Seems like nothing went well for EHOME this game. All the